what do we have? Last week we got a demo about the QGIS module. Import support, Sarah, and Victoria talked about Orchard Harvest, and Gabor could not talk about DotNest, but Gabor will have all the time he wants today, the 12th of March. Oh, good job, Antoine, showing up on time. And every time I see you now, I remember that it might be Champions League day and there are games today, right? So I need to not forget. I'm setting up my phone so I don't forget. Good. So what was I saying? Demos. Gabor, do you do a demo today?
Not a demo, just a short announcement.
Okay. Okay, that's right. See if there are topics. I'll be looking at what was merged, but we'll see the status. Status. Orchard one. So this one we saw. Benedek is still working on don't see the branches for sure. But there is some activity from Benedek. Wow, a lot of activity from Benedek to fix the merge from Alex to Ben. Look at that. Benedek is busy. Depend on what is working. It makes me think about something. We should check after. So what do we have? Merged, yeah, merged issue into dev. So yeah, Benedek working on fixing 1x and left branches. Build. Symbols. Was it merged? No, it was not merged. Yeah. Like 110x is still there. It's fixing the things that he sees will fail the merge with the other things. Okay, good job, Benedek. Object core. It's this one. Hisham use SHA-384 hash that sync. Yeah, I commented on his previous PR that here we are creating a new instance of SHA-384 every time we use, but in .NET 8, all the crypto methods like this one, SHA-256, SHA-284, and others, all crypto methods now they have static helpers. So you can just call hash that and crypto or not crypto, but this one isn't crypto. And internally, these ones, they will use a correctly pooled instance of the algorithm. So that's better to use that. That's the way we should do that after the long. And probably we have other instances actually that we do hash in function call that we could update. If you want to look into that, Hisham, that should be easy to find. Fix script tag helper dependencies merging the script HTML attributes. We merged it during. Oh, we didn't merge it during the triage this one, so we didn't see that. Let's look at it. Because could be concerning. When using script SP name type module, and scripts also gets a type module. Okay. Inheriting the script types properties. Well, I bet you that if it was doing it, it's because it had to do it. And then it was copied from module 1. Maybe not. Maybe not. This concept was of resource management was from module 1, but the implementation was completely new. So when I say it scares me, I'm like, it scares me. I hope it won't break anything else. Oh, I know this guy. There has been some refactoring since then around immutability, I believe, or mutability. I don't know what is this script inheritance they're talking about. I click on the image. Parent script, child script. define script, parent script, set URL. Okay, define script, child script, set dependencies, parent script. So does it mean that if we inject child script, we also have parent script currently? Set attribute type module. So does it mean that parent, where is the parent here in this case? Oh, I need to open another file up here. This one. I zoom, I can zoom. Oh, no, I was on the correct file. So it says child has a type module. What is the parent? Parent is there. So child depends on parent. So it's injecting parent when we ask for a child. Okay. The names are weird, like why parent child? Type module, but here I don't see the inheritance. It seems weird that all the properties are in the result one. That seems weird. I agree with that. I don't see the reason why. Oh no, this is just showing that this doesn't recur in this case at the resource definition. Okay. If you declare a type attribute in the resource definition instead of a tag helper. Okay, that helps. So here to reproduce, define media, set dependency, and then you have a tag helper, media, for that name, a script name media. Okay, inject the script name media, and this is the type module. Okay. Look at the script ID and all of the dependent scripts we have type module today. I see now. Okay, I think it's a bug. So the idea is that if we have a tag helper and we ask for a resource and we say, oh, by the way, we have extra attributes on the script tag. So please render these extra attributes. And it will assign it not only to the script tag that we ask for, but also for anything that it depends on, like this one. Yeah, so this is wrong to just assign it to every other dependency. Okay, I get it now. But if the code was there, script type module. Yeah, that's weird. Childing. Okay, let's see. I assume the issues will be quickly seen. So fixing the bug with a script tag helper, but maybe not just a script tag helper. Update 6. By the way, not just the script tag helpers. Is it also fixing? Is it also fixing other tag helpers? Oh, it's not an issue with tag helper. Maybe here. So we have a strict script tag helper. So that's the CSS tag helper, style tag helper, whatever. Have a solution. Update 6.Labors.ImageSharp.Web with the fixes. I assume that's what I'm pushed there. It renew. Okay. Serialization of feature profile document. That's just a single final space, and this one is the serialization. I don't know. Oh, init. Okay, it's a new property. Otherwise, it can't be serialized. Okay. Init properties, such that system text JSON can create such an instance here, and also set the value during the creation, because there is no public setter after the fact. Configure JsonOptions by default. I believe ID here is options to create a new. Not yet, but that's not the case here. We talked about it on Thursday. What was the issue here? Oh, JsonOptions is the class for ASP.NET. So it's configuring ASP.NET MVCs, JSON to use the same options as we do. Author property can be null or GraphQL. Yeah, this will probably break something. Maybe it will be related. I don't know. We talked about it after it was merged, but this is removing a wrapper like this one. This line is now conditional to the fact that the title part is not hidden, because there is a hidden property generated hidden property in the title part options. And if it's set, then this part doesn't render anything, but we still render the wrapper. So now we don't render the wrapper if the result is hidden. This one, and I saw also some comments after the PR was merged, so maybe it changed. This one is adding options to where the logs are rendered. So you can configure the folder. So app data is not hard-coded anymore in that case. But it looks like it's missing some documentation, and I've seen some people commenting on the PR, so we'll see next week if it gets changed. That's a weird place to put some description like this. Has nothing to do with the description. Really. Should be a notification when the feature is enabled, or a link to the doc. ContentSerializerJsonOptions configure ContentSerializer. Yeah, so that's the discussion we had with Mike. So ASP.NET Core is wrapping JSON serialization in its own class. This way you can provide different options for each component, ASP.NET, Orchard, whatever. So here, Mike is creating a new class, ContentSerializerJsonOptions, which is wrapping the JSON serializer options. So now you need to resolve that one to be able to use this one specifically, to configure the ContentSerializerJsonOptions specifically. And this is the one that is resolved now. That's where I don't see any change in documentation. So that will have to be updated, because I believe it was documented that you can resolve this one, JSON serializer options, but now it will be ContentSerializerJsonOptions. I'm not sure that's the correct name, because is it just about content serializer? I don't think so. For instance, queries, workflows, queries, placement, source. You see, this is deployments. Deployments need, and like placement, layer step, they have nothing to do with ContentSerializerJsonOptions. Maybe they should just be called Orchard JsonOptions. Since we have a single one. This controller map workflow. I don't understand. what it's doing, but I assume there was a problem with the way it was doing it before. I don't want one better. I will just see if you didn't approve it. Implementation place because it can't push to the main branch due to its branch protection. So actually it didn't work, so it needs to be run manually because it didn't work. Maybe never work. It works sometimes. No, manual scheduling. Yeah, when scheduling doesn't work, when it's from a user, it works. You break it. Shall either you have 1,000 PRs, which is possible, or you don't delete your old branches. I have two of them. One second. Update AngleSharp. Update content item interface. Enable. Okay. Scarcely. LoginInfoJsonConverter to ContentSerializerJsonOptions. Something was, yeah, so this is related to the change we saw earlier. Don't run SRI locally by default. So the idea is that, but where is your PR? I don't see the other PR. As you create, or maybe we talked about it last week. Yeah, we talked about it last week. So this one is to update something we talked about last week that Hisham did, which is to check that all resources have their correct SHA generated in the resource files, and it will fail the test if they are not matching, which is great. This way we won't ship something that pages won't be able to load. And what I suggested to Hisham, and it might still change, is to create a custom attribute like this that will mark a test to only run on CI, not locally. So if we have tests, like some functional test or last check before we want to merge, to be executed just on the CI because we don't want to run them all the time when we develop, then we can use this fact. What will happen is that it will detect that if tests are running on the CI, Azure DevOps or GitHub Actions. And in this case, it will just say, no, well, in this case, it will say, I'm running it. Otherwise, it say, no, I'm not running this because it must be a local development. I don't need to do that in local development. Here, it's preventing the test from downloading all the static files from the resource management, locally every time you run a test. This only needs to be done when we change the assets and the SHA 884. Okay, and last thing, updating 3 version. And a breaking change that we shall corrected. Done. Okay. Gabor, you wanted to talk about something?
Yeah, I will share my screen. Yeah. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, we had orchard meetings in Skype. And at the 1st of March in 2014, Berendek and Zoltán, the co-founders of the freshly announced Lombiq, or freshly created Lombiq, has just announced the DotNest. DotNest is, as you may know, Lombiq's content management framework as a software as a service. And we are proudly announcing that now DotNest is 10 years old. And because of that, we decided to offer some discounts by providing some special offers. For example, if you buy a custom premium domain usage, you will get an additional 10% off of the yearly fee of the custom domain. And furthermore, if you launch your new site, we'll provide you with 1 hour expert one-on-one consulting. So try out .NEST, try out our Orchard Core software service. If you haven't, do it. It's completely free. It's running the latest version of Orchard Core, and I hope you will like it, and you liked it in the past as well. That would be our announcement regarding .NEST.
Cool, thank you. Is there, should we share a link to this page? Give me a link, I will write it in my notes for next week, so I know what we talked about.
Yeah, sure. I will copy the URL.
It's too long. It's too long, the link.
I will copy the URL of this post to the chat, yeah.
Nice. And I'll share my screen. Something I saw this morning. Yeah, which I may not want to. So we have a file for dependencies if I go in actually, or we have it there. We have this file. I didn't realize we had that. Updates weekly, NPM. Does it work? Do we get dependencies updates for that? So if I because even inside, I don't recall anything. NPM resources, labels, dependencies. Oh. Yours. Yours. So all the ones from Big Bonagos are failing. I think I take this. Which one? Let's see. This one. Exactly. That should be straightforward. I see Outline is closing down. It doesn't work for us. I would believe it's not sufficient because it's updating the package log. But And probably mean. Do we need to update the resources on the same
Yes,
view?
if I want to update it, I also need to change the resource manager.
So dependencies is not clever enough to be done.
No.
Okay, so this maybe we should just then remove the rule, right?
We can.
Let's say it's updated because apparently it makes more work than nothing and also runs the CI for nothing. So maybe we should just say don't update npm unless we know it's just npm assets and we don't need to update the resource files. But otherwise we could just remove that. And I say that because I saw in Spire we have dependable file, and this one is for NuGet. And apparently it can update NuGet packages automatically also. And this way you can say how often, when, how many pull requests we want max, and you can group them. So there is one pull request for Azure assets and so on. So I find it very useful in this case. And for NuGet, I think it should be easy because we have one file. We have one file. The maybe only issue is that the file we use, maybe it has something we should change actually. The file we use is a dependency props, right? Here, package management, that dependencies of props, which is our custom central package management before central package management existed. So maybe we could move to central package management, which is just instead of having dependencies at props, it's about having a directory that packages at props with the same attributes, I believe. And maybe some imports to change, like import something else instead of this file. And these ones is broken. We have to check, but or maybe these ones needs to be the same file now. Something like that. I don't know. But maybe dependable can handle that also. It won't be as fast as Ishan, because yesterday I published 2.6 at 9:05, and then there was a PR at 9:07, something like that, right? Like what? Not even published, there is already a PR. That's funny. Yeah. So that's something to look into. Okay, questions, topics, big issues. This one, merge. It's approved. Just yeah, you really want to well. Yeah, you really want to well. Definitely. I will have to check that. If it's always the case, yes, there is something weird there. If that's the case, but that would be very interesting to understand why this thing is broken by the fix that is provided here. It might show that there is a different, bigger issue then. might be a bigger issue. Or we don't understand the code here. Session.create connection async, yes. Maybe what was meant to be done here was store.create connection async. Because here the session is resolved for the request. So if it's for the request and we are in a controller, probably there was already a query done with the session. So the session already has acquired a connection, which will be released at the end of the request when the session will be disposed. So the session already has a connection. And then here we call session.create connection, and we do a using. So this connection will be disposed at the end of the code here. But when we return the view, and maybe the view will run something after the return, I don't know. Maybe it's missing a wait, I don't know. But maybe if we try to do some, or maybe we'll store some data, which we should not because it's a get thing. But we have to check if it's trying to do something while this connection was disposed, which I assume it's done because this is the error message. And so create connection async is actually not creating a connection. I'm pretty sure that will be the session create connection. Is there a store? There is no store connection. So session create connection async creates or return a DP connection. So this name is very bad. Initializes a new connection if none has been yet. Use this method when links needs to be. That's the issue. Connection store connection. Okay, you see, connection equals if it's not already assigned, store configuration connection factory create connection. So the store connection factory will create a connection. This one just reuses the connection. So yeah, this one is wrong. I agree with the change. The name of the method is really bad. Yeah, maybe something also the doc of this method to explain. Don't dispose the connection of this session because it might require it later. Yeah, fine. What is it doing? A custom query to do what? Workflow types. So filter the type list, and then when we have the list of types, we create a custom SQL query. List all the workflow items I believe. Of these types, I believe. all the types with an instance. Okay. Good, that's a good bug fix. I like it. Okay. So I'll see you on Thursday or next Tuesday. The European Daylight time is on the 26th, I think, Sunday. So 2 more weeks like this. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.